Hello, hello, my crafty creatures. It is Tuesday. I know the days of my week. Yay! Oh my goodness. You know what? I've had a pretty good day so far. My night last night was pretty good, so overall, like it's been a good 24 hours. Um Today's mini goals are bare minimum of 200 stitches, and I mean, I'd need to get 600 to reach 10,000, so I don't think I'm going to get that today. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And to get 2 columns. At least 2, well, and if I do that, I'll get the 200 stitches, because we are going into a lot of just solid black work. The area I'm working on now, like this needle right here is indicating where I have to pay attention because there's a break. And unfortunately I don't have little short, like I don't have the little short, just like the marker needles. And the knit and crochet markers are just too big, so I'd use a straight pin with a head, and I had to get creative with that. Because straight pins are sharp, unlike tapestry needles. So good news in the well, I got connected and then I got disconnected. I'll look into Discord. I'll look into Discord later. I was talking about something and I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, Twitch and I have had we were having some connection issues earlier today. So I got currently, and whoo, I can smell them. I'm currently having my leaf bookmarks. They are currently getting themselves sealed up, so that I can have them at my first craft fair. Honest opinion, $5 for a bookmark too much? Like a bookmark, like the like a diamond painted bookmark, is $5 too much? Because that's generally, like, a lot of my bookmarks are $5. I have a couple that are leather, that are also diamond painted, but they're bigger and they're leather, so I charge 10 for those. But even like my doggo ones and my kitty ones and whatnot, I generally sell bookmarks for $5. But they're not your like little laminated piece of paper bookmarks either. So I mean, and those go for 2 or 3. So I think $5 is okay, but I like to bounce ideas off of. Hey, hey, hey! Oh. I'm slowly cleaning and organizing my staging area, and that means like I'm prepping for the fairs. I saw one that was just posted today, and honestly, the price is right. And I mean, it's a little bit of travel time. It's an hour and a half to get there, and you got to start setting up at 6. So I'd have to leave my house at 4:30 in the morning. But at the same time, I really want to do it. So I'm gonna have conversation with husband creature. He gets worried. He worries when I go off to craft fairs on my own. But it's like a mega yard sale craft fair. So like yeah, people will be expecting XYZ, but I mean, I don't know. Incoming ad break. I I had to, I mean, I had to get up, like I had to split my sleep up, so I was kind of dragging a little bit earlier today. Um I I had to get up at 4 to feed the wood stove cuz it's been kind of cold. So when it's cold and the house is not breaking 60 degrees easily, cuz right now it's like 57. Um when it's being a jerk face like that, I get up every 4 hours to feed the stove. Um Fortunately, I don't go to bed till like midnight. So I got up at 4, I fed the stove, and then just before stream, like at 9:40, I fed the stove. So I won't have to run away today. Got the stove taken off my deck. So the stove story has been concluded. And and they were super nice guys and they took the toaster oven that died too. Um because I know that that kind of metal legitimately gets recycled. Like we're looking to recycle that kind of metal. Why we don't recycle paper and whatnot, I don't know. Like I've been toying around with seeing just how difficult it is to shred, soak, and reform paper. Um, I mean, on a commercial scale, I can totally see where people would be like, "Fuck this." Um, but on a small scale, I think it would be really neat. So I have less than 30 stitches. Yeah, less than 30 stitches this way to hit the end of the page, which is kind of cool. I know I'm not going to hit it today. Um, but that's the beauty of block color in all fairness is is it moves relatively fast. Thursday, we are starting a whole new page on Call Dance. Um, I don't know what color I'm gonna start with, but I'll figure it out. I honestly I think I'm gonna be starting with the border that goes all the way around because it will give me a good starting point to drop down any point in the pattern, any point in that page. Um, I have a staff meeting on Thursday, so it's gonna be it's gonna be busy. So staff meeting at 2, so I get done noon streaming, and then I just kind of get ready for work and head on out. No, now that I'm over all my yuck and whatnot, I'm actually feeling really good. Like, I got even more pleasant surprise yesterday when I went to ship out Das present. So I went to the post office because they wouldn't let me ship it from here. Um, and it was significantly less than I was expecting. So I will be able to get my second present out here in a couple days. So that's that's always good. Also, in the Discord, I have put up the pictures of the 3 other choices we have to go with Umbreon. Um, I'm kind of leaning towards just base level Eevee, but I am open to whatever one people pick. I I'm not going to buy a pattern for this. I love you guys, but presents are either patterns I already have that I like. Um, Presents are pretty much my whim. if you if you like it, awesome. If not, well, don't spend your points. And also, like, also with presents, like, if you enter and you're like, I do offer, like, instead of presents, it would be like $10 off in my I'd give you a coupon code and it would be $10 off of stuff in my store, stuff like that. I do that. And to be completely fair, I probably, with the actual presents, you're probably getting more than $10 worth of product. But if you don't want you don't want to make $10 is the face value. uh I am very liberal with the point giving here. Like, I have it upped more than most sane people. Because I want people to come here and hang out and have fun, and I want my points to be spent having fun. Like, that's why a lot of my things are the sounds, which, yes, some of them don't work, and that's on me. But all the free ones seem to work. uh, oh my goodness. Well, I too hoard points, but I also like to spend them. Sometimes I just like to have fun with them. Um, but I mean, oh, so I want to show off why yarn weight and hook size matter. Now, I'm a I'm a huge fan of use the appropriate hook size for your yarn. Not only does it grab the yarn better, the holes are smaller, and especially if you're doing what I'm doing, you don't want your stuffing showing through. Now, I'm still not perfect. I'm still working on tension and everything like that, but I'm getting better. So I have, let's see if I can get up. Now, I posted pictures of this in the Discord, but I know not everybody paused through the Discord or they're just tired of looking at my shit. But so tough. This is life. So this is Nightstone. Nightstone was done with a 4mm hook and worsted weight yarn. They're both of these guys are acrylic. And I don't have a name for this one. I'm gonna let whoever purchases this one have a name for it. Yes, it's still kind of creepy, because it's not all done, but it's getting less creepy. It's actually kind of super cute. Um, so and this one is done with a 275 millimeter hook and sport weight yarn. Now, these are both the exact same pattern. The size difference is like it's hard to like really like show off because the measurements are the same. Like they're both the same length, and they both look the same. But the pink one is much more dainty than Nightstone here. Well, I mean, I show off a lot of my stuff, and I feel bad. Even though it's my server and I show off all of my stuff. I actually I'm looking at some of those blankets going, maybe. I can't even finish a 42 row bag. I'm sorry. I give I give all the props to people who can do quilts because I get so fucking bored. Um, I that's why I like the dragons is I have to pay attention and they have different parts. Like my dragon only has 2 legs right now. She needs 4. Um, or they, I don't know. I I'm I'm gonna anthropomorphize my sculptures, because I can, but needs a couple more legs. But at the same time, I'm tired of pink, so I have all the trim parts behind me that I might do the wings and the fins. make make it look a little less creepy because the dragons do not look good without all of their parts. They look kind of creepy. I have a white carrot. Okay. This one. This one is the one less. And then I'm gonna stop and mark off my work and see where the next blank spot is. Or the end of, because as we get down, as this line breaks down into parts where I have to pay attention. Right now I'm in the middle of a solid black session, so I only had to mark this one spot, which is one less in the block of 10 because there is one little spark of 939 right there. I have taken that out. I need to get shorter pins. I am truly enjoying the 25 millimeter eyes, because I can pick the colors. Nightstone has purple eyes, light lavender eyes. The pink one has golden eyes because it matches. I do not mind doing mismatched dragons, but you have to pay me to do them. I will not intentionally make a mismatched dragon because it scratches my brain in all the wrong places. I will do contrasting colors. I will do like a blend of colors, but I will not do clashing color, like horribly clashing colors. I I love this pattern. Like as much as I have to get into my mindset that serpent, the sea serpent that I am going to be making, that will be for sale. I'm even gonna beat it up a little bit. That one will be a $200 one once it gets done. The dragons that I'm showing off are my showstoppers. They are expensive because they take a lot of time and I put a lot of energy into them. But I'm getting more comfortable with putting that level of price tag on them. I'm not going to have a lot of them because I can make the baby ones left, right, and sideways, and they're so cute and they are so fun to make. But these the big ones, they take me about a week to make. Um, and that's why. Uh, but oh, I love the one I made for me. Okay, now I get to find my pin again. And right there. Let's see. Okay, so this marker is where it is where I stopped doing solid colors. I guess that's just gonna be how it has to be. So it's gonna be solid black down to this pinhead. Yeah, I definitely need to get some shorter pins, or look through my crap and see if I already have shorter pins. Which there is a very good chance of that. I've taken I've taken it in many a craft collection. So one of my coworkers enables me. I have a lot of enablers in my life, especially when it comes to my crafts, um, which is hilarious because I love it. Um, and she's been working at my job for a good long time. She started off working as a dishwasher, and she's just transitioned over to where she wants to be in life. And she now works part time, 4 days a week. And Saturday I went in, and she had a toaster oven. My toaster oven just recently died. And she had a toaster oven that worked. It was brand new. It took up a lot of space, and she just didn't particularly like it. Um, so she's like, "Well, do you want it?" I'm like, "Okay, how much?" And she's like, "No, just get it out of my house because I'm that same person. Like, if I have something that I have that I don't really care for, and someone's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Hey, you want this? Get it out of my house." Um, I do that with my craft supplies too. Like, "Oh, I wish I had this color yarn." I'm like, "Hold my beer." Um, and I will share. Like, people just have to express like, "Hey, I wish I had this." It's like, okay, well, let me look. I might have that. Um, I think Friday Friday before stream, because we're doing a stream with Das. Friday before stream, I'm gonna go down to the restore because I have a couple things I want to donate and some hardware. I have old window hardware that um they may or may not take. I'm gonna offer it to them, and if they don't want it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just old pulleys. Um, but and a headboard. I want to get the headboard out of my house. Um, I am actually trying to make my house cleaner. You're fine. Okay. You're fine. The best thing, the one of the things I love about block color is I will easily hit 200 stitches today just because that's all I'm doing. I'm at 100 ish right now because I just finished. I'm finishing up a block, and all I've been doing is solid blocks. I did a whole 17 stitches before I came on air, because I was finishing up this little column here. Um, but just back and forth, very soothing. Just before I turned on the stream, I found my next binge for YouTube. Um, it's a girl, a young lady, I should say, not a girl, young lady, but a 1900s general store, and she's remodeling it because I like watching real people do real remodeling of houses, and especially old ones, because then I can learn about weird shit that I might find in mine. And she's renovating a general store, and it's just a gorgeous brick building, like, oh. And so, yeah, that's probably going to be my next binge on YouTube. Oh my. Well, and if you did that, are you in a safe spot, or do I need to tell my boss real fast that I need to run down to Georgia? I can be there in 10 hours. Oh yeah, that's what I get to do after stream today. I get to put on actual clothing and go fight with my car. Oh, I get it. So yeah, I get to sit next to my car and fight with a walking lug nut. Um, a little frustrating, but I can do it. Push comes to shove, I get to pop a wheel off my car for a couple days. Don't worry, folks. I have I have tires that I'm getting ready to get rid of, so I don't mind about the uneven wear that would occur with removing tires. Because the set that's currently on the rims that I would use, that set is getting swapped out. It's just frustrating. So, but that's my after stream job. That's the only thing I'm doing is I'm putting on real pants so I can sit out in the cold, properly dressed, of course, because I do have the proper accoutrements, and fight with a lug nut. Or it's not the lug nut; it is a tire cap, um, the tire stem. I get it. I'm sorry. If if you need to hide, you can come up here. I can't make too many promises because, um, well, while I do kind of have a mini apartment in my attic, it requires a little bit of work, um, and a lot of cleaning out. So, if in the event of an emergency and you will put a little sweat equity, I can hide you up here for a little bit. It's cold, but I have stuff to keep you warm. Oh, goodness. I could even come get you if you need me to. I have I have roof storage on my car now, so I can put shit on my roof. Push came to shove, I just shove husband creature and myself up there because it's mostly our shit that's up there. Well, it is our shit that's up there. Mostly my shit, because I've been here the longest. But yeah, not many people are. I mean, it's not to say that I don't pay for the size of my house because I do. Um, but at the same time, there are people out there with a lot less paying a lot more, and I feel bad. But I know that's not my fault. I did not I did not set the rent prices. And Maine has the governor that pops off to Trump, so we're cool. Women's health and access to abortion is also in our state uh, in our state laws. So yeah, we also have that. Um, we're old as fuck and salty as fuck, but we have a few good things going on. I think being old and salty is probably why Janet Mills stood up to Trump because again, old salty goes hand in hand. Nothing wrong with being salty. Because remember, nice and kind are two different things. I'm a very kind person, but I'm not very nice about it. And the sooner people learn that is probably the better off the world will be, because I will bend over backwards, but sometimes I might be cussing and laughing at you about it. I think the best I heard some comedian describe it, and it's taken off since then. It's like uh so New Englanders are very kind, but they're not very nice about it. You break down on the side of the road, you'll have some crusty old man pull over um and help you change your flat tire, and what, all in the while cussing you out, saying, "Why don't you know how to do this? Are you some kind of weak ass motherfucker or something like that?" Like, we'll just verbally assault you while we're doing the thing that we're being jackasses about. Whereas in, like, say, California, they will stop and or slow down and go, "Thoughts and prayers," and just keep on driving. Um and when I can, when I have the opportunity to stop and help, I absolutely do. Um I don't even think about it. "Oh, aren't you worried about violence?" You guys are so cute. Um I've honestly have never encountered any instance where I have felt threatened. I have broken down on the side of the road. Oh, this is a really good story. Um, so my very first car, I blew out its engine because the radiator cracked, because it was a FEMO radiator, and I blew out the radiator, not knowing that it had cracked, and whatever. And I was driving home, which was a 3-hour drive, and just as I was getting ready to get off the interstate, the engine died. All the lights on the dash came on, the engine stopped, and I coasted over to the side, and I was stuck. Now, cell phones had just started becoming something, and I I had one, funny enough, that I was working on getting rid of, but I was stuck in a contract, so I had to pay for it till I was out of the contract. And I called my mom, and she couldn't come get me. Big surprise there. But man of Middle Eastern descent had pulled over, and this was just after 9/11. Just after, I think it was that that fall, later in the fall, and he pulled over, and he's like, um, "Do you need help? Do you need anything?" And I wasn't nervous at all. Like, and I really think he was an immigrant from Somalia. Um, because in Lewiston, Auburn, and Maine, we have a large Somali population, and we didn't I didn't really ask, and I didn't really care. Um, and he pulled over and he helped me, and he waited for me till the tow truck came in. And he's like, "Would you like a ride home?" And I'm like, "You sure you don't mind? Because no one, I'm stuck here. Like, no one can come get me." He's like, "Yeah, just hop on in." And I didn't get any weird vibes, and this is before I knew why I was getting weird vibes. I got in. He brought me home, no problem. My mother was not thrilled. Um, and and she's like, "You could have been murdered." I'm like, "No." We had a great conversation in the car. He's like, "I'm kind of surprised that you accepted help from me." I'm like, "Why wouldn't I?" Because I'm dumb like that. Um, he's like, "Well, Americans aren't really a huge fan of my skin color right now." And I just kind of laughed, because I've never been one, like, if you're an asshole, I don't care, you could be purple. I agree. Um, but and mind you, this was the side of Route 1, I-95. I was on pulled off on the side of the road on I-95. Um, but and it just kind of thinking back to it, his kindness, he didn't have to stop. I mean, gobs of other people just blasted right past me. Um, and him being in the situation that he was in, being a man of Middle Eastern descent, helping what appears to be a white American woman. Yes, I got a great paint job. Don't you love it? Um, and and he was kind enough to bring me another 45 minutes from where my car died to my parents' house. And yeah, so I never judge a book by its color. I do judge it by the vibes that they give off. Oh my goodness. Like I give a lot of credit to my adoption name. Like I don't think I would have had nearly as much privilege. And I love my birth name. I have no problems with Navarro. But it's right up there with Rodriguez or Gonzalez. Is you know it's not British American. Um, but my getting adopted opened doors for me, and I will never discount that. Like I got white privilege, um, and I try to give them as much of it away as I can. Hello, poet. Time time flies. Yes, I've been doing that like in June. This will well, I mean, we're in like the 3 year period where I was streaming, but I wasn't a affiliate. June is my affiliate celebration, and that'll be 3 years. Yeah, you guys only hung out for the last 2 years of Buffalo Woman, two and a half. I'm very pleased and proud and glad that everybody's hung out with me for as long as they have. Like I giggled at myself going, I'm gonna stream cross stitch. And now on TikTok, I don't have enough followers on TikTok to do live TikTok, but I see on TikTok that there's people knitting and crocheting and cross stitching, and I don't pander. Um, I was very graciously gifted love and affection from every last one of you, and got rated a couple times by Spaz, and I don't want anyone to ever think that I forgot that. Like, it's part of the reason why my presence exists, is so that I can share with you guys how glad I am that you are here, because I love to cross stitch. So my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I know it's not horribly exciting, but I love chatting. It's my way. It's how I best find that I can socialize because I want to interact and talk with everybody all at once. And sometimes it's just not possible for me to be where everybody else is all at the same time. So I figure putting myself in one spot several times, for several hours, several times a week gives everybody an opportunity to stop in at their own availability to be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Oh, the crazy crap. Well, what was it that I said? Let's see. Um, I'm a flaming liberal stitcher. Is what I am. Um, and I'm gonna make that into something. That is what I've decided. That's how I'm labeling myself. Is I'm a flaming liberal stitcher. And take the definition of flaming however you want. I gotta sit down and play with paint at some point. So much to do. I'm closing in on the bottom of this. Well, a good portion of the bottom of this section. So since yesterday, we have installed all of this. Mhm. And peeps, don't let me start any new projects. I need to finish the pink dragon, and I need to get ready for my craft fair in 3 weeks. I finished the diamond painting of the bookmarks. So that's a new set of product that I have that can go out. But I need to be working on my signage. I need to be finishing one of my showstopper products. And I need to be organizing my staging stuff so I know what I'm taking to this particular craft fair and have it all organized. And when it comes to like what I'm gonna do at work, I can do the trim parts of the pink dragon. Um, I can bring the cross stitch that I've been meaning to get done. My commission cross stitch. Because a lot of the time, the um the things I bring to work I it just it's so funny because I don't I need to stay busy. Like last night I got all the work done and it was like 9:30. Now I have to stay there till 11. But yeah. But tonight I'm on a cart. I love not really having to think about. I love just like getting to go back and forth. I'm like, oh yeah, back and forth. I'm closing in on the end though, where I gotta start paying attention again. Yeah, that'll be the first thing I do. I'm gonna fight with my car first thing after stream, um, just so I have plenty of time to fight with it in case it decides to that it thinks it can win. Because with it being cold, there's a good chance that it might. I can't let it win, but it still might. Two more solid lines. I know. I know just by looking at this, I have already hit my goal of 200 because I'm completing a block of 100 right now. So, that's pretty awesome. I have managed to not stick my finger on the stick pin once. The sharp pointy end is right there. Doo-ba-doo. Where do I keep putting my scissors? Keep losing my scissors. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Really? What? There. I think I got it. Mm-hmm. Ugh, I gotta actually do some highlighting work. Okay, I am. No, no one. No, there. On that. Block off. Wow. Okay, I'm on the last line of the second. So, this is a block of approximately 200 that I'm just getting done now. Because there's this one, and then there's the row beneath it that are solid black. But this is 20 lines that I've done. 20 lines of solid black. I'm curious. As soon as I'm done this last solid row, I'm gonna hit my check mark. I'm gonna hit my check mark. See where I'm at. So March is on, and I only have my I only have my normal level of distractions, so it's not awful. What the hell? Okay, no, knock it off. I have to yell at Cesar here in a second because he's not gonna leave husband creature alone. Shush! Mhm. Okay. Take it, because I don't need it as a marker right now. I've reached my location. My destination has been reached, at least the temporary one. I still have a little bit further down to go. Okay. 227 stitches. So take out the 17 that I did before. 110. 210. I did 17 before I switched the... Okay. So I have... let's see. 9... I have 14 lines of like skitter scatter over here. So they're not full lines. So a little less than 300 stitches until I hit 10,000 stitches on this particular. Not that that's like a huge. Yes, 10,000 stitches is a lot. That's half of Rainbow Infinity. It's more than the commission project that I'm working on. Um, but this one is 285,000. 10,000 drop in the bucket. I mean, with Buffalo Woman, I had mini celebrations at every 25%. Um, skip on it. Really cool. 3 and skip on to. I hung 2 of my sun catchers yesterday after stream. I'm pleased with them. I have my raven on the side of me, and I have my cardinal on the other side of me, just a little behind. Almost done this column. Okay, there we go. I'm back. I don't I don't know how much of that I was talking to myself. Um, I was just saying how I'm like 5 lines from this column being done. Then I get to start another column. Then I get to start another column. Honestly, it might. It's only 8. It's only two rows short of a full box, so it's. I'm not really. Not doing myself too many favors by combining the two, and honestly, I generally don't try to do more than, and especially with block color, I try not to do more than 20 stitches in a row, because then I start messing up. Some of these names are fantastic. I don't want people. I don't want to have to buy people. They're expensive and needy. Ah, that's kind of annoying. I have to start a new piece of floss because I have to go down a little bit more than I have string. I'm gonna try. I have 4 stitches. I'm gonna see if I can But I still have a pretty good sized tail. Try.
Lost in thought, I wander down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling. A reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane. For in their chaos,
Ooh, that was a thread.
of the beauty and complexity of my inner terrain.
Yeah, yeah.
You will never understand that this is my norm, and I have chosen to embrace the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm.
I mean, I only stream for 2 hours, so it can fuck right off. Sitting still for 2 hours will not hurt anybody. Okay. I just got to call them all done. So, we got all this done so far. I'm rather pleased with it. We're at 285 stitches, and we still have a good chunk of time left. So, oops. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the column of 10, and then I'll tackle the column of 8. Fighting with the string. Fighting with the string. Okay. 5, skip 1, and 4. Oh my goodness. The problem with starting with such a long piece is it does like to get tangled. It's, I have, let's see. Let me see if I can find. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This right here is where the page is. So like we're coming close to the corner. Um I'm gonna do a column of 10 and a column of 8, and then we'll have the page frame. We'll have the top border of the page all done. 4. There's a lot of smaller. Well, I don't want to say smaller colors because they fill in a lot of area, but it's the three colors, and I've almost done 2 of them. Take up a good portion of just background. I'll be happier once we're done the top row, because then I can get the bigger bars and not have to get my hands caught on the in between phases. There we go. Next week we will hit 10,000 stitches, most definitely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Random dog hairs everywhere. Doo da, doo da. And I think after I'm done 310, I'm going to do a few more smaller colors before I tackle the 939 or the bane of my existence. Fill in the ear a little bit more because all the other colors on this page are either filling in the ear or it's truly just working around the ear. Or 939. Mm-hmm. first few rows of this block have all kinds of random spots of 939. That's all that these little white spots are. It's a blending technique. Because black and 939 are really hard to tell apart unless the light hits it just right.
A new wave of power arises. From the ashes, new heroes
Oops.
born. An emergence of hope upon the horizon.
There.
A sense of victory at the break of dawn. A new time has come. The rise of heroes.
Okie doke. Well, we have gotten into the solid black phase of all of this. Ish. I don't know how to handle this because it's a good chunk of solid black. Okay, I'm gonna mark because I'm gonna set a small goal of just finishing the 10 block that I'm on. Let's see, and 3 down from this one. So 1, 2, 3. That is the end of the block.
The rise of heroes.
So the bottom of the 3 is the end of the block. That's what we're gonna do. Move it over enough so that I can have room to stitch. There. Okay. Yeah, so almost down to the bottom is the how long ago solid black. So I'm like, I can't really mark that because I won't be done by today. But I can aim for the 6 lines I have left in this block. So 60 stitches. So tomorrow I'm not streaming. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. probably probably everything that I'm not supposed to be doing. Um, in all fairness, that's probably what's gonna happen. No, I'm gonna try to go out, get what I need to send out my second box. Um, Remember, tomorrow's Work in Progress Wednesday. Show us what you got. I gotta remember to take pictures before I take this off the rack and I honestly could work on block color when I get in certain grooves. I could work on block color for 8 hours and just go. Oh, apparently I got DC'd. Or something got disconnected. I don't know. I give up. My phone is going off like nobody's business. I have two more. So I'm gonna call it once I get these 20 stitches done. Just seems like a nice even way to end the stream. A little early, I know, but I have to go sit in my cold gravel driveway and fight with my car. So I gotta amp myself up for that. Uh, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna end stream a little early. I'm gonna get myself hyped up to go outside, but while I'm outside, I'm gonna have some coffee brewing so I can have coffee when I come back in. And yeah, then I'll come up here and enjoy my coffee because if it goes properly, because last night I figured out what I needed to do, but it was dark, so I couldn't see to get it done. Um, so hoping hoping that I can just go out there, get what I need to get done, all done, and come back in to some coffee and watch a young lady renovate a beautiful old brick building and all the shenanigans that I already know are involved with renovating anything. And I will do this while working on the pink one's wings. So I'm still not ready for the back. I'm still not ready to go back to pink. The it doesn't take the it doesn't take a very long time for the back feet, but I'm just not ready. I'm not Okay. Oh, let me highlight and give some final numbers for this. Okay, so we started off today at 3.31%. We are at 3.44. So we actually went more than we went 0.12% today. Very nice, very nice. But again, block color is like that. Like you'll find that on the pages where it's just because there's a couple pages that's literally almost all 939. Like just it's scary, and we're coming up to one of them on this row. So did 0.2%. We did 379 stitches. So we only have less than 200 stitches till we hit 10,000. We're at 9,855. So pretty good progress. I want to thank everybody for the gift of your time. I will be on Thursday for my long stream, 9 to noon. And Friday is dual stream with Dast, probably around 6 or 7. I don't have any deliveries, so this week will probably happen. Wish me luck in fighting with my car because it has been winning all the little battles. And be kind to yourself without harming others, and be kind to others without harming yourself. I will see everybody on Thursday morning. Thank you much, and I love you.